It's time for Hidden Millions. Well, what does that mean? You know what that means if you watch the show every night. You can look around this very second. Living room, bedroom, kitchen, dining room, bathroom. Wherever you are, you can find $1 million idea that will change your life. I guarantee it. Loree found Hidden Millions trying to get out of bed in the morning and invented the Sleeptracker. Now he's here to help you open your eyes to your Hidden Millions. We want to go right to the Hidden Millions moment. Because if you're just paying attention to your days and nights, what's going on in the world around you, you can spot them. Take me to the moment. You're in bed with your beautiful wife. What's her name?
Melissa.
Melissa. Sweet Melissa is lying there, sleeping beautifully.
Yes.
Bingo! Hidden Millions. Before we go further, how many Hidden Millions exactly did you find?
About 3 so far.
3 million so far. Let's pick up the story. Take me into your bedroom. And keep it G-rated, please, as a family show.
All right, so she is asleep and has been for a number of hours. I'm up reading an annual report from a previous job, and she rolls over and has a lucid conversation with me. And normally, she's pretty ornery if awoken out of bed at any given time. And I think, wow, that's really kind of interesting. She goes back to sleep, and I go back to my work, and I think to myself, well, maybe I should try and wake her up and see what happens. So 15 or 20 minutes later, I wake her up when I feel like she's in a deep stage of sleep, and that's when the ornery Melissa comes out. And I think, wow, there's something to that. And so the next day...
what did you think was to that? What did you spot?
Well, I recognized that there were certain times when she might want to naturally get up versus certain times that if you're just arbitrarily awoken that you're not in nearly as good a mood.
I kind of figured that out, though. But there was something else you saw. You were watching sleep patterns.
Well, watching sleep patterns, we naturally go through these phases of light and deep sleep. We all do it. And the idea is to wake people in a light stage of sleep so that it's easier to transition from being asleep to awake.
So the aha moment, and we're going to get to your product in a second, which is quite ingenious, is that, okay, wait a second. People are going to awake from sleep at different moments. If they awake at a better point in their sleep, they awake happier. That's pretty much the thing you found in your bed.
Exactly.
Okay, and how the hell did you turn this into what we call the Sleeptracker, which explained the product, because this thing is ingenious.
Well, it's a watch that really, it's a device that's delivered in a watch. I had no experience in sleep from an education standpoint, and I had no real experience in putting together an electronic device by just sort of grit and...
But explain what it does very clearly.
Oh, it's looking for light stages of sleep to wake you at the optimal time, number one. And number two, it tracks those events over the course of a night so that you can record your data the next day and download it to a computer, and you can make lifestyle modifications to get better sleep.
Okay, but if I got to wake up at 7 in the morning, I don't understand how this is going to help me. I need to get up at 7 whether I'm in a deep sleep or a semi-deep sleep.
Sure, excuse me. If you set the alarm for, say, 7 o'clock in a normal alarm clock, it's arbitrary. It goes off at 7 o'clock regardless of what phase your body is in. The watch is looking for points of light sleep, and we set a window. And we tell people 20 minutes is adequate.
So in reality, within 15 or 20 minutes, I'm always going to be drifting into sleep pattern. Anybody?
Exactly. A cycle lasts 90 minutes, and so, you know, every 15 minutes or so, you're gonna find one of these light stages of sleep.
And now this is basically the first 9 months you sold 6,000 units. Today, more than 35,000 have been sold. What is the advice for somebody to help spot their Hidden Millions in their home?
Well, it's all around. I mean, it's really a question of finding a good idea, and that's great. But the most important thing, in my opinion, is the grit and fortitude to stick it out. Because, you know, like every other entrepreneur out there, lots of people told me it wasn't going to work, it wasn't going to be there, and, you know, you just got to believe in yourself and just keep doing it over and over and over.
And what do we say to those people who told you couldn't do it?
Bite me!
There you go! Loree, inventor of the Sleeptracker, a guy that found Hidden Millions. There in your home, you'll find the Hidden Millions, then you'll come on and say, bite me to your naysayers. More big ideas straight ahead.